Hi, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in today, and I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Today, I would like to talk about one quality which we need to understand while we're looking or managing the people or leading the people of any roles you might be holding, to the smallest to the biggest. Let's talk about pre-mortem and post-mortem. Now, what is pre-mortem? One wonderful example is pilot. It doesn't matter how much experience the pilot have. Could be 15,000 hours, 20,000 hours, 10,000 hours, so on and so forth. Every time he takes off the flight, he has a certain checklist that he goes through. If you happen to hear that, well and good, but if not, I want you to understand, the same thing, that why a pilot, if he has a well experience about 15,000 hours in his lifetime, needs to go through the checklist as if he's taking the flight for the first time, because he cannot have his expertise or experience can cost the new lives which is carrying about 150 to 200 passengers in a flight, right? So every time he takes it, he has a new lives on his hand, right? Now that is something that we need to take. That is pre-mortem, right? Now post-mortem is okay, after the damage has happened and people try to figure it out what went wrong. So in a leadership roles, there are, you need to try the pre-mortems much bigger in scale than the post-mortems. Now, if you keep looking for a post-mortems of what went wrong, how can we do it better, that is one way of looking at it. If things will not go the way on your first planning of a pre-mortem, then you still can work on it. But there are certain mistakes you cannot continue to have. Certain basic mistakes, basic things which can go wrong if you're in a leading position or if you're leading leadership roles very often. So pre-mortem, you need to focus what can go wrong and then work backwards to it. So this is something that you really need to work on, whichever the company you are working or whichever the organization you're leading, that pre-mortems are very important. Okay, you can do as much as, looking backwards. This could be the possible problem can happen. What can we do in order to avoid that? And if you work on that way, maybe you still find things can go wrong, but at least you are 80% prepared, for you to not to completely make a mistake. The postmortems are still, you still can go back and figure it out what went wrong, how we could do better. But every time if you focus on that, then you are not basically leading an organization. You're just following what might happen. You are always in a reactive mode on how you can do better. That's you still, as much as you have done what needs to be done, 80% of preparation, and if still things can go wrong, at least you can sit back and say, you know what, we did. If you're a company leading of 10 people or 100 people or 1,000 people, the basics are there, but at the same time, when you're applying something new or when you're trying to build something new, always do a pre-mortem, work backwards, think what could go wrong and then work backward. And while you're doing that, if you still find out something different, if you still come across something different, it's always good to work on a different approach. So that's something that I want you to take out of this lesson, that it's okay to make mistakes, but we cannot make life-threatening mistakes, which can impact in a big way negatively. So, but at the same time, when we all prepared for worst case scenarios as well, I would say, and we can work backwards and see what best can be done. I hope that helps for you to do think differently and plan your day ahead in everything you do. Stay blessed. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.